So while covering Bradley Vargas, Bradley was saying if he wins this fight, he would love to fight Triple G. And in my head, I was thinking Bradley's been in a lot of wars, and I don't think it's in his best interest to get into another war. Not saying he can't beat Triple G, but obviously the betting odds would lean heavily towards Triple G. But why am I why I'm making this video is because I saw on the Boxing Network. I forgive me who I think it maybe was Ellie ES News, who Robert Garcia said that PBC takes care of him much better than Top Rank, and for something as small as just tickets, I I found that quite alarming because it's rather easy for someone just to for these fighters to get tickets to the fight because one, they know the promoters, two, boxers know boxers and they friends of boxers, so it's rather easy for them to get tickets. But just for them to say that out of in open air and knowing that ES News gets great traffic on their website, that they would say they would throw Bob Arum and Top Rank under the bus like that. But I it just alarms me that Bob Arum said that that fight could possibly happen because everyone knows Triple G probably walks around anywhere between 175 and 185, and Timothy Bradley consistently fights at 147, and Triple G consistently fights at 160. And we all know the power that Triple G has, and we all know the toughness that Bradley have. More importantly, it's how Bradley wins his fights. He doesn't win by knockouts. He wins by accumulative pressure and asserting his will on his opponent. And if you're gonna search your will on a Triple G type fighter, you have to take some type of punishment. And I don't see it that as a good venture for him. I actually think Timothy Bradley should take some fights off, meaning he has earned the right to fight a gatekeeper. He has earned the right to fight a declining Josecito Lopez, DeMarcos, someone of that nature. DeMarco may have to move up, but someone of that nature where he can win decisively, be in control. But I'm actually concerned about Timothy Bradley in terms of who does the matchmaking for Bradley, because Bradley is not turning down a fight, and it's going to take some toughness on his trainer Diaz and his wife to just say no. We need to take a break because it's evident he has scar tissue on the left side of his face because his face has swelled up in back-to-back fights. And the second time against Vargas, who is not a heavy puncher, whose last 11 fights has gone to decision, 12 fights, including the one he just had at StubHub. It alarms me, and it concerns me that Bob Arum would even consider this fight. Why would you even consider that fight when you have people waiting to fight? You got a Mickey Garcia, you got Brandon Rios, who's actually waiting to get into the ring to fight. So it worries me. So I would say, Bradley, don't take that fight, not because you're afraid, but because you need more checks. And the more wars you get into, the less boxing matches you will have. And as I told you already, you're already in the Hall of Fame. You don't have to worry about your legacy. When people hear the name Timothy Bradley, the first thing they're going to say is Provodnikov and that great call that Max Kellerman made that fight when Roy Jones says, "What is he made of?" And Max Kellerman says, "Steel." Or was it the other way around? Oh, no, Max Kellerman says, "What is he made of?" And Roy Jones says, "Steel." So, and that's what the boxing community thinks of you. We believe you're made of steel. And I hope that he takes control and decides, and he tells Top Rank who he wants to fight. There's no way in hell he should take that fight. It makes no sense. No way should Floyd Mayweather take that fight. What needs to happen, if Triple G is calling out these guys, say he'll move down in weight, how about you move up in weight, or if you move down in weight, why don't you fight Laura at 154? Or Laura say he'll come up to 160. Why don't y'all guys do a catch weight at 157 and make that fight happen? Because if you fight Monroe, that means you have room to fight some other opponent. That means you said people are afraid to fight you, but you have two fighters, Laura and drawing a blank right now. Laura and the guy, the second best fighter in the world. Oh man. Oh, Andre Ward. Andre Ward. Uh, so, and I know Timothy Bradley will not turn this fight down. So it just bothers me that please don't take this fight. Please don't take this fight. And the boxing community actually wouldn't want you to take this fight. It doesn't make sense. And it's all a rumor now. Bradley's probably not getting in the ring probably until October, because September is Floyd Mayweather month. November is Canelo. So the next time you can get in the ring is either October or November, because there's nothing scheduled in November. So, but you got the heavyweights in October, but that's overseas. That'll be in England. So we'll need a fight in America in October. So maybe you get back in the ring in October and fight a gatekeeper. Fight a John Molina. Seems like he's declining. DeMarco move up in weight. That'll be a rather easy fight for you. And but I have a great deal of respect for you, Timothy Bradley, and I wish the best for you. But do not take that Triple G fight. Do not get set up for failure, because even if you win the fight, your body's gonna feel like it lost. So I appreciate you guys for subscribing thus far, and I look forward to giving you guys more boxing content. And I'll talk to you soon.